in smaller pieces. Okay, so from negative infinity till 1, indeed, awesome. So this is 1 here. So negative infinity to 1, perfect. Next question, the zeros for the zeros of f of x. Yes, please.
Is it a closed like little gap right there just to tell us that that's 0.6 or does the line actually not continue?
You're talking about this?
Yeah.
You're talking about this point?
Yeah, right here. So the line doesn't continue.
No, it does not.
So that doesn't.
It cannot go beyond.
That
Yes.
doesn't affect the range at all.
No, because it's this continues to negative infinity, and that has no influence on the range. Very good question. Thank you. Very good. So the zeros, when we talk about the zeros of a function, we mean the x-intercepts. It's another way of saying when the function is 0. It's zeros. So what do we see? What are the zeros? And I would like you to give them to me in an ordered pair format. Negative 3, 0, and 3, 0. Perfect. Awesome. Next question. F of 0. What does that mean? When I'm asked to find f of 0, what am I really looking for? Yes, but what am I really looking? How is it called? Yes, fine. But what is it called? Very good, the y-intercept. I'm looking for 0, 1, which is indeed the y-intercept. Perfect. Intervals on which the function is increasing, decreasing, or constant. F increasing, F decreasing, F constant. So it's increasing between between the trend. We are looking at the x-axis. The answer is on the x-axis. From negative infinity till, yes, the function will be increasing for any x value between negative infinity and negative 2. Awesome. The function is constant between 2. Very good. Negative 2 and 2. And the function, so this is constant. And the function is decreasing for x between? Indeed. Indeed. 2 and 6. Awesome. Very good. Values of x for which f of x is greater than 0. F of x greater than 0. So for f of x greater than 0, we mean where is the function positive? Where do I see the graph being above the x-axis? So look at the graph and say the graph is above the x-axis between
Negative 3 and 3.
Awesome. Without equal symbol. For x in the interval negative 3 to 3. Perfect. Okay. Find x such that f of x equals negative 2. So f of x equals negative 2, find x. What does that mean? When I'm told f of x equals negative 2. Remember a few minutes ago when we looked at the other function, I said find f of 3, and I said what is given? You said x equals 3, so we thought about a vertical line, x equals 3. But now I am told f of x is negative 2. It's the y value. Y equals negative 2. So I go to the graph. So let's say it's this. I don't know. I have to look in the book because my graph is not perfect. This is y equals negative 2. And if I'm correct, then I have to read the x values. Because y equals negative 2 crosses the graph in 2 points, which means 2 x values will give us y equals negative 2. So in the book, yes? -5 and -5 and 5 from the book. Awesome. Very good. So x equals -5 and x equals 5. The ordered pairs that you read from are awesome. And then +5, comma, -2. Very good. Okay. Is f of 4 positive or negative? Positive or negative? Right, because f of 4 is outside, so it's not positive, it's negative. Very good. Negative. And the last question, because there is one problem that one question that we cannot do, but we will do next time. Is f of 2 a relative max? F of 2, relative or local? Max? Let's take a look. F of 2. That's our f of 2. F of 2 relative maximum. I would personally say yes, because I can show the open interval. But because the left-hand side is equal to that, we will say no. If you remember, we said I have to show the open interval around that point where all x values are. In this book, they consider less than, strictly less than. But in the calculus book, we do consider it equal to as well.
So if it was f of 1, that would be true?
No, it's the same. F of 1 and f of 2 will have the same answer. Either both yes or both no. So if you go back to the way they define the max-min, which I disagree with, by the way. But I have to follow the book, and I'm fine with that. I don't strongly so the relative minimum is a situation like this. This is not a relative minimum because the function is not defined on the other side. So a function value is a relative maximum, and they consider it strict inequality, not equal to. So that's why we will say no, according to what they say in this book. I'm fine. But in the calculus book is considered yes. So I will say no, because they consider that everything has to be strictly less than, not equal to that point or that value. Any questions for me?
Can you go one more time the
Yes. Which one?
function increase then constant and decrease?
Yes. Yes. So the function is increasing for x values between -∞ and -2. So for any x value between -∞ and -2, the function is increasing. For x values between -2 and 2, the function is constant. And between 2 and 6, the function is decreasing. Better? Perfect. So we are not looking at from which value to which value. It's like me saying to you, let's say the number of students increased at the college between 2000 and 2005. I'm not telling you from which number to which number. I'm just saying between these 2 years, the trend is this. Between 2005 and 2010, it was constant. I'm not telling you how much. I'm telling you what the trend was between this and this. And then let's say between 2005 and 2010, the trend was decreasing. I'm not telling you from which, just when that happened, which is only in reference to the x-axis. Okay, so I do have your classwork, so let's do that. We're going to try next time to limit the number of questions maybe to 10 minutes so we can make more progress, hopefully. So let's try and do that. Open Notes, Open Book, if you want, but not your, not internet. You cannot use your cell phone, you cannot use your, and there's no need to talk. Why are we talking about it?
You need it.
Okay. Thank you. You cannot share. You cannot share. Sorry about that. So make sure you're not using your colleagues' information, please.